Claire.
Hi.
In the back. Hi, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Arnie Ben, OCTV. Claire, how has this role affected you both as an actor and as an American?
Which comes first? It's been a real blessing, this role. It's very, very unusual that I have a chance to take a character like this on, who is so layered, so dynamic. I've never encountered a character like this before, and so yes, it's a great thrill to be able to explore something that interesting. And the quality of writing on the show is spectacular. So I'm having just a fabulous time with that. But how has it affected me as an actor? Well, I certainly got a workout this season. I mean, they asked me to do, I think, more than I've ever been asked to do, and it was fantastic to be able to develop that flexibility and that strength, but exhausting. And as an American, it's true. When I started learning about the CIA and meeting people within that world, I was really struck by their patriotism, and that's something that I've always been, I don't know, I've taken for granted, and I guess I have learned through this story that it's something to take more seriously, So yes, I mean, I have an awareness of that. So anyway.
Claire, to your extreme right, Sam Rubin from KTLA. All the way over here.
Hi.
Wait, how are you?
Hi.
Nice to see you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
You tell me, because I'm sure a lot of projects come your way. This show has struck everybody. Did you know it literally from the moment you read it?
No, I mean, one never knows. It's always a risk whenever you start any project. But I was absolutely riveted by the pilot, and I trusted Alex and Howard to be able to sustain that level of writing throughout this series and this season and seasons into the future. So yeah, it's a leap of faith, and I'm just so profoundly relieved and more than flattered. I mean, but to think that it has captured the audience's imagination, it has really landed and resonated. So,
Claire.
Yes.
Hi, Jeannie Wolf. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Has this changed the way you watch the news? Has this changed the way you understand current affairs? And if I came to the set, would I hear lots of discussion? Would I hear lots of you guys delving into what goes on in the world?
That's an interesting question. I mean, maybe it has to a certain extent. I think the older I get, just the greater responsibility I feel about being a citizen and being an American. And but yeah, no, I mean, I pretend to be this person more than anything else. I mean, I think we should all be very, very grateful that I am not actually in Homeland Security, because, yes, we would not be so secure. Carrie's much better at that than I am.
Claire, you look...
Oh, hi.
How did you play Carrie? And did you draw on anyone that you know who has dealt with mental illness to shape that character?
Yeah, it was a pretty elaborate process, and I like nerding out in that way. I like having a homework assignment of this scale. So yeah, I delved into a lot of books about both the CIA and the bipolar condition. I worked with a CIA officer who is very senior, and she introduced me to her colleagues, and I read a lot of books about the CIA and also bipolar disorder, and I met with a woman called Julie Fast, who is bipolar herself and has written a lot of books about it. And I happen to have a number of friends who are psychologists, and they told me about their experiences with their bipolar clients. I've read a lot of books about that. I actually went on YouTube. That was a really valuable resource, because there are a lot of There's a lot of material. Bipolar people who I think are up in the middle of the night and want to talk and have no one to talk to, and they talk to the camera, and then they post it. So I think I did more of that than anything else. Just kind of gorged on these videos of these people in manic states, and just tried to extrapolate from that. But I have great respect for the illness. It's no joke.
Claire?
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Yes. This is Jay Mendel. And that's all I got. Bulgari, bling. Very sad to part with it.